Begin with new details about a shooting that left a local school resource officer hurt. Newly released court documents are shedding light about what may have led up to it. You may recall back in May, a school resource officer was shot over at Von Tobel Middle School. It sent the campus into lockdown. That incident left parents, students, and staff at the school panicked and frightened. Well, yesterday, evidence presented to the grand jury in the case against Jesse and Adrian Rios were unsealed. Fox 5's Mike Allen breaks it down.
You should have asked them how they caught you, bro. Like, for real, that's burn, nigga. We have to know if somebody's telling us that.
What you just heard was Adrian Rios talking to his younger brother, Jesse, over the phone while Jesse was in jail last month on a recorded line, worried about what he called snitches following Jesse's arrest for attempted murder, among other charges.
I told you we should have never fought them.
And in a separate phone call between the brothers, the information that led to Adrian's arrest in connection with the shooting.
They were supposed to take me. I don't know why they didn't take me.
Adrian seemingly admitting his involvement.
Like, we know you was the driver. They got us on video chasing this.
Police obtained the video of the incident from Adrian's phone. Jesse chastised his older brother for being careless with the evidence.
I try to hide it, fool, but they searched the whole thing.
Also in the evidence presented to the grand jury, this string of text messages where the person in the car being shot at texts someone that Jesse shot at him.
Our thanks to Mike Allen. And when it is worth noting that those men were aware that they were being recorded on that phone call. At the beginning of those jail calls, a recorded message clearly states so.